Good morning. It is Saturday and it's raining and weird thing, the doorbell keeps going. So I keep having to run to the front door to make sure there's not someone there. But I've just had a look. I think the actual button is catching. It was a very cheap doorbell and I'm very quickly reminding myself that if you buy cheap, you buy twice. So I'm going to have to buy a better doorbell at some point in the future because it's useful to have. Apart from those people who only press the doorbell and not knock on the door. Which, I mean, yeah, that's not really their fault, that's the doorbell. There's your doorbell update. See you in the next occasional vlog. No, not a huge amount has gone on this week. I did go to the doctor's, so I guess that is a huge thing in some respects. Just a check-up, and things are going well there with regards to health and stuff. I do need to take my tablets this morning though. There's a cat in an Asda shopping bag. I did not buy this cat today. One of these two this morning jumped in a big pile of boxes and scared us both to death. And scared both of these two to death. So they've been a bit on edge this morning, like really jumpy. We're not sure whether it was her or Archie. And there she goes. But yeah, she's now back to exploring, so that's fine. Other than that, what else has been going on? Not a huge amount. We had planned to go to the zoo this weekend, but we've looked at the weather forecast for tomorrow and I think we're just going to sit home and have a lovely roast dinner instead. We have a beer to try. Gemma doesn't know about this yet. And she's posted this already, or she's mentioned this to me already and said it sounds disgusting. So I thought, for the vlog, I'll buy it and we'll see what we think. It is Brewdog Parma Violets New England IPA. Now, neither of us likes Parma Violets, so that should be interesting. But as a little palate cleanser for Gemma, I also bought her a mango wheat beer from Blue Moon, which I know she likes and doesn't have very often, so that'll be nice. I did buy a small Matchbox Mazda 3. That goes with my Matchbox Mazda 2 that I've got upstairs, because when we first moved to Liverpool I bought a Mazda 2 and I drove those for years, and I thought it'd be really good fun for every single car that I owned to buy a small toy version. But you can't buy Nissan Micras or Kia Souls at any reasonable prices online, so I never got around to completing it. But I did see the Mazda 3, so I bought one of them. It is actually the newer model, so it's not entirely accurate, but you know, it's a car, it's a toy, it was fun. Plans for today? Few and far between. I still haven't put the pin badges up yet, but there's a good reason for it. It's not just laziness, it's laziness. The Lego stand for the Millennium Falcon is arriving on Tuesday, so with any luck that will be part of this vlog. We'll put that together and you can have a look at it. And the reason that it's stopping me from putting the pin badges is because I'm going to put them up at the back of the back bedroom and the Millennium Falcon is on the bed, so I can't get past it. So once that's gone out of the way, I'll be able to hang all the pin badges and yeah, they'll have a permanent home, which will be nice. The bread went down so well last week, Gemma has asked me to make it again. However, this week I'll be doing it without Trub because I haven't brewed any beer for a couple of weeks. In fact, I've actually paused on... I forgot to unpause actually my pinter deliveries because I get 2 a month. And while I was trying to decide whether I wanted to continue with the pinter, I paused it. I still haven't really decided as well. So I'm not going to be getting any extra beers this month. Which I'm not too fussed about, to be honest. As we said last week, still trying to cut back. We're actually doing well with cutting back on beers now, so that's been going good. We're trying to eat healthier as well, which is being ruined by many visits to for roast dinners and things like that. But no, we don't eat too badly. We just struggle with exercise, I think, is the main thing, especially with the weather being the way it is. But on that note, I have continued swimming once a week at the minute. I go for an hour at the pool nearby, and I'm enjoying that actually. It's really good. It's quite good fun as well because you get to see regulars every time you go. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, there was stuff I was going to mention about next week's vlog, but we'll get to that later in this one, I think. I'll probably forget it now. Well, yeah, as for now, I'm going to have a relax for a little bit, sit down, look at a kitten cat, play with her a little bit, because she's been very needy all week. She's not been needy at all, she's just been a kitten and she wants attention, which is fine. But the trouble is, normally she'd be on her own, like I'd be at work, because I'm working from home, I'm trying to work and she's trying to climb on me at the same time. So she's appeared in a couple of video calls this week. Oh, those squeaks. You know, missus. That's your mum's breakfast plate. She's a good one. We've had some cute moments with them this week. I'll pop a photo in now, but we've swapped around the climbing frames. We've put this smaller one down here because she kept climbing onto the top and going up there, which she'll probably do again anyway because she's already been up onto the fish tank. But yesterday I got a nice photo of them both curled up in there, so I'll pop that in here. That means I have to go and get it off my phone. Hang on, I'm scrolling. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, she's cute. And she's cute with her. Well, this was supposed to arrive on Tuesday, the parcel, not the cat. And it arrived while I was in the shower, but fortunately one of our lovely neighbours took it in for me. And this is hopefully the Millennium Falcon stand. And the cat's peeling nipples off it. Get off it, you! There we go. So I'm going to open this up and we'll take a look. I'm in, and there was a lot of sticky tape, and now there's a lot of paper. This is actually the first time I've bought anything to display in a Lego set. So I did buy like a Lego branded sort of minifig displays, but I actually only bought them because they came with a minifig and they were in the sales. The Lego stuff is super cheap. Well, these are all hand built. And this was a little freebie they included, which is a little minifig display case. So they're built to order these. So I don't know if they are hand built actually, but they're definitely built to order. And they're all built out of Perspex. So you have to build the display stand. And you can see there's little feet, the studs on there, the actual Lego branded studs that you can stand your minifig on. Obviously this isn't for the Millennium Falcon, this is just a single minifigure stand. But in here, there should be lots more paper. Oh actually, hang on. In here there's nothing. In here should be the display stand. Yeah, here it is. More packaging. I mean, they're well wrapped. This wasn't cheap, it was £50. So that's probably one of the reasons why I don't order stands, because the amount of Lego we've got, yeah, that would cost a lot of money. So what I'm going to do now, I'm struggling to show you this too well because there's that much packaging, but I am going to build it up in a minute, and then we'll get the Millennium Falcon on it. You can see what it looks like built if you're interested in this kind of thing. This isn't a paid promotion or anything like that. I bought this out of my own money. See, it's all backed, so we need to take the backing off it. And if I flip it over, you can see these bits here are where they stand, and then the minifig that's where the actual Millennium Falcon sits on them. And now the cat's going to knock it offline. It smells very strongly of plastic because it's all new and freshly laser cut. Let's have a look at it anyway, see what it comes out like. They do provide you with instructions, and I think there's more instructions on the actual page for the item. But this one did come with a stand here which actually displays all of your minifigs. Your BB-8s and your Pogs go on there, and then the stand for the sign for the Millennium Falcon goes there. Yeah, so far so good. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger, and I'm glad that it's not, because I'm limited with space where I'm putting it. Straight away the base is very cool. This is a little magnetic piece you can just drop into place. It actually comes back off again. I'll try not to move it around too much because I don't want to scratch the Perspex. Kind of hard to see because it's all Perspex, but there it is, it's built. Quite a simple thing to build. And also there is this little dude here that sits at the front there. I just need to take that little bit of sticky, that little bit of white off there, because that's not supposed to be on there. It's just the protective sleeve. The cat is going mental for all this plastic stuff. She just wants to play. But yeah, I'm going to take this upstairs, set it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Because the challenging part that I am definitely not going to vlog is trying to get the Millennium Falcon on here without the whole thing breaking. I guarantee that it'll break. Okay, it's not as bad as it looks. I purposefully took all of this off, and these two panels underneath off. Some bits did fall off, but we know where they fit. So now I just have to rebuild the bits that fell off. And yeah, it's on the stand. That was very nerve-wracking getting it up there though. But I can do it on the stand now, which is good. It seems quite sturdy as well. I'll show you where it links in. You have to remove a couple of legs, which isn't ideal, but I might just take all the legs off and display it without them actually. But yeah, it just hooks into where the legs would normally go, so it's quite sturdy. This is a big set though, it weighs an absolute ton. Right, have a breather and I'll fix it. And there it is. Actually looks really impressive on that stand. I'm really happy with that stand, it's really cool. The only slight issue is this piece here, this panel is a drop-in panel, and it's just a little bit fragile, so I will have to be careful because that will just drop off. So there we go, one collector's, what do they call these? Ultimate Collector's Edition Millennium Falcon. So, opinions on this set? Now is where I probably upset a few people. This set is amazing to build. It's a lot of fun to build. This set is a pain in the bottom to display. I kind of liken it to a pigeon. You know when your pigeon gets spooked by a car, it lets go of all its feathers. This set is just like that. If you scare this set, bits of it just drop off. Yeah, it's very fragile, so displaying it is basically your only option with this. You know, or just building it and then demolishing it, putting it away. I think this is probably on the very limits of realistically size-wise you should be looking at for Lego. Is it the best Lego set ever built? Controversial opinions? No. Do you want some examples of sets that I think are better than this and more fun to build and more fun to display? I have two of them right in front. Well, I have one of them right. Oh yeah, I do have two of them. I couldn't find the other one. The Space Shuttle Discovery is a much more fun set to build and a much more fun set to display than that one. The Ford Mustang is a much more fun set to build and display than that one too. So those are just my opinions, of course. But yeah, I'm probably sounding quite down on the set. It is a fantastic set and I'm really happy about it. And it's, you know, there's potential investment in this one because once they start making it, the value might go up. I say might because Lego's not quite the investment it used to be. What about if buying this for a kid? I mean, if you're buying this for a kid and they've specifically asked for it, they're probably not going to be happy with anything else. But if you're buying this as a surprise for a kid, don't buy this as a surprise for a kid. If you want to buy a Millennium Falcon for a young kid, get this one. There's a newer version of this. This is the Force Awakens one, but there is a Last Jedi one. There's a bit missing off the front because I just put it on the side there, but I'll retrieve that in a bit. This set has more player value than that set. This set's got a full interior. That set's got this bit, and this bit have got interior on them. And you can't even see them because to remove these parts here, it's so fragile. You know, that is the issue with this set. Quite easily, I can just do that, that, and that. And there you go. You've got your little chessboard there with your seats. You've got your control panels there. Put them away. I can't really show you now purely because of where I'm displaying this, because it's underneath the other Millennium Falcon. But in the back there, in fact, maybe we can have a sneaky peek. You got an engine room. You don't really have that on this set. It's kind of there. So I would say for a youngster, try and get one of those. There's been 3 of them in the last 6 years. This is Force Awakens. There's been a solo one which has the escape patch and escape bay on the front, and I think there's still you can get the Rise of Skywalker one. Yeah. So there's my controversial opinions on these sets. Yeah, glad I bought it. Glad I built it. Enjoyed building it. Just a real pain to display. But I mean, the detail is stunning. I mean, now's where I'm going to try and sell it up a little bit better. The front. The thing that people point out, the detail as well, is these blades on the front here are all as they should be in the film, so they kind of flow straight through. If you look at this one, inaccuracies. Well, this is a toy, this is aimed at, you know, youngsters to play with. That is an adult set. If you've never built Lego before and you want to build this, don't. If you have built Lego before and found it frustrating, don't. If you've built Lego before and you've built some difficult sets and you've enjoyed building difficult sets and you like a challenge, yeah, maybe think about it. If you're an absolute Star Wars freak and it doesn't matter and you're just going to buy it anyway, there's nothing I can say to put you off, is there? And of course, if you are buying this, budget for a stand, unless you've got a coffee table to put it under, because you need somewhere to display it. I couldn't be happier with the way it displays there, to be honest. So when I'm at work now with my video calls, I'm going to have a gigantic Millennium Falcon and his smaller Millennium Falcon son behind me. Or daughter, if, you know, I suppose she's got it where it counts. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The display, that is fantastic, isn't it? It's certainly a talking piece. That does, of course, mean I can put the pin badges up there. Ignore David Hasselhoff. Well, you know, if you're regular on our channel, you know all about David Hasselhoff. Oh, and the other thing I do need to do is find a home for that Swedish rate train. I think it's a Swedish train. Yeah, anyway, I need to find a home for that. I need to find a home for that Millennium Falcon because it can't live there. The Disney train station is currently here because there's no room for it downstairs anymore. One of the Black Series figures fell over and then the rest of them went with it. I'm almost tempted to put the Black Series figures away just because they just do not stand up properly at all. That set down there, that little Harry Potter set was a freebie. It's worth a fortune now. I mean, like, consider it was free, it's worth like 70 quid or something like that. And these are my to build sets. 1, 2, 3. That's not a to build set, that's some Jurassic World and Jurassic Park figures that Jem got me for Christmas. Need to find a nice place to display them. There's 3 there, and I think I've got some more Lego sets somewhere around on this bed. Need to have a tidy in here. This is the whole point of this was so I could then make some room on this bed, tidy it up a bit, and then we can start using this room as it was designed again. Where did I put those sets that are ready to... Oh, they're down here behind me. There's 2 more sets behind me as well. So after that drama, I'm shattered doing that. I'm going to have a rest for a bit. Going over to my mum and dad's tonight. It's their wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, mum and dad. We're going to go and see them and take a present over and a card and catch up. And I think we're going to get some Chinese takeaway on the way home because I have not had a Chinese takeaway in about 18 months. I really quite fancy one. Tomorrow, well, we were supposed to be having roast dinner, but Gemma forgot to take a card, so she hasn't been able to go to the butcher's. Now we'll probably call on the way home and get a chicken or something. We're going to have a roast chicken and just relax around the house. I think we'll show you what we get up to if it's anything interesting and worth vlogging. Round 2 of bread, look at the size of it. This is the same recipe as last week, but I've just used water instead of the trub from the pinter. And this time I dusted some flour over the top, and the oven's about to come up to temperature, so we'll bake it and see how it turns out. Looks alright, doesn't it? Let's give it the knock test. Yeah, that's hollow. I tried to give it a little bit longer to brown the top, but it's just brown the back because of the way our oven cooks. I probably should have turned it around a couple of times. Anyway, I'm going to go and pick Gemma up and go and see my mum and dad. We'll see you later. Gemma's home. Pizza's on the way. We didn't go for Chinese in the end, did we?
No, because we were later coming home.
Well, one, we were later, and 2, it's mischief night, so the streets will be full of annoying.
Well, we're the Chinese is that we go because loads of kids hang out there, don't they?
So we decided to just order pizza. Thank you. Well, you've paused that. Yeah. Well, we're about to watch The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It because we haven't really watched anything on Sky Movies in weeks, so we might as well while we're paying for it. Even though neither of us particularly cares for The Conjuring.
No, they're not scary. I found them quite funny. So.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll be fun to watch. And also, this is the beer I brewed. So this is the beer that I used the trub for last week's bread for. The cat's going bonkers over there. Just tried it. It's really nice, very fruity. It's supposed to be a double IPA. Doesn't really taste like an IPA because it's a bit too fruity, but it's certainly very drinkable. And it's also about 7%, so we'll have to be careful on it. Did you enjoy The Conjuring? The Devil Made Me Do It?
It was as good as all the other Conjuring films, which is about a 2 out of 10. Good for a laugh. It made me laugh in a couple of places.
It was categorically
but
terrible.
It's not good, is it?
It genuinely worries me that people think that is actually based on a true story.
Well,
it's based on a true story in so much as one of the characters is real. Well, all of the characters are real, but one of the characters did do a murder, and that's where it ends.
And they got him off with it.
Well, they didn't. He still went down for it.
5 years.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of their doing. I don't think it was. But anyway, ultimately, that was trash.
Yeah.
Absolute hot garbage. And Ed and Lorraine were a fraud.
The Conjuring's like more of a comedy.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Awful.
They're just, you know exactly what's going to happen in all of them. You know when the scary thing that's supposed to make you jump is going to try and make you jump, which doesn't make you jump because you know it's coming. And the acting's awful. And she always kind of looks like she's like soiled herself. That's the facial expression that she has. Like she's really sad with herself because she's done it again. And yeah, they're a bit pants.
Yeah.
But that's what Sky gave us for Halloween, which is just pants. All modern horror films are just pants.
You're losing your way with horror.
They're just not scary anymore.
Well, when like you can have multiple films based around all the stuff that these two Warrens, and they're no longer with us, are they? But
No.
Dead, and all of it is just codswallop. I don't know. They're just
some
rubbish.
of the things that
there's no imagination there, is
there. They didn't even have anything to do with that particular thing. They put the two together because it's like the Enfield Home.
I remember.
It's hysterical.
I still remember the good. My go-to good modern horror film is still It Follows.
Yes.
That is a good modern horror.
Because it's got a story. It's got a good story that follows.
Anyway.
It follows is good.
Yeah. Good morning, and Gemma has made bacon sandwiches using the bread that I made yesterday. So hopefully this will be good. Also, extra crust. Let's give it a try. The bread came out really good this time. Even better than last week's, I think.
Yeah. Just like bread.
So it's time to try the Parma Violets beer. We were going to try it last night, but then we had a few more beers and decided we'd start with a clean palate.
Well, we thought we'd leave it for Halloween, and this could be, is it our trick or is it our treat?
Yeah,
We've both got Halloween t-shirts on as well.
We have, yeah. You've got Return of the Vampire, and I've got Evil Tentacle from... what's the name?
Day of the Tentacle.
Day of the Tentacle, I've got the name of it then. I've got one of these too, so it's not just Gemma's trying it. You can smell it.
It smells like Parma Violets. Jesus Christ, it's horrible. That's just pure liquid Parma Violet. No, I've just got soap left.
I can't taste it. The Parma Violet. I can taste the beer.
The second you just go, it's Parma Violet without even putting any of it in your mouth. And then
I might
it's
go
just
take a COVID test, mate, because I can't taste it.
And then it's just full on floral Parma Violet aftertaste that you get. You know that.
Oh, do you want that one? I'll get you your mango wheat beer, shall I?
No.
What's your rating on that then?
0.
Well, I'd give it about a 3.
No, don't like Parma Violets. I can still taste Parma Violets now. No.
Anyway, we're going to watch some Halloween films. I'm doing some Minecrafty bits with friends later as well, but yeah. Enjoy Hocus Pocus.
I will.
There was a moment where I was thinking we might have wasted the day because the weather was absolutely glorious earlier.
Yeah, because we stayed in bed late this morning because when we woke up it was absolutely lashing down.
Yeah, and then when I went to Tesco to get Sunday roast, which is pork, we're having pork today, it was glorious.
Yeah.
But now, it's horrible out there.
Now we're glad we stayed in.
Yeah.
Pixie's enjoying the rain.
Yeah, Pixie is enjoying watching the rain. Anyway, I'll go and get you another beer that you can actually drink.
Thanks.
Well, I'm on the Minecraft server that I frequent, but Gemma has cooked us an absolutely fantastic looking roast dinner. I'm going to tuck into that. Let's go for any of that. And there's more left for me tomorrow for dinner as well. Thank you, sweet pea.
Yorkshire's came out nice as well. There's no elephant's foot.
There
isn't an elephant's foot. 4 good Yorkshires.
Well done. And look at this. Sleepy kid. Having a main afternoon nap before she terrorises us the rest of the night. And, yeah. And we've had 2...
Three.
Well,
the first one was 2.
Trick-or-treaters,
The second one was just 1.
Oh, okay.
We haven't had the neighbours yet though. None of the neighbours.
Quiet. I think the weather's put a lot of people off, hasn't it?
Yeah. I'm surprised the neighbours haven't been around though.
And
the little girl who lives up the street.
Hello.
Hello.
I just realised I didn't close the vlog off.
Well, aren't you rubbish?
And it's Thursday and I need to get it up. I've normally got it edited and online by now. The cat is going bonkers this morning, isn't she?
It's about like 5 o'clock. She's been going bonkers.
Yeah, and she didn't sleep last night. Well, neither of us.
She's also hidden my tweezers.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
fine,
tried to
then.
pinch. I found a pair of tweezers in the back bedroom that were like some old ones of
Silver
mine,
ones?
some
No,
pointy
black.
ones.
Black?
Very sharp points on the ends.
Black or silver?
No, silver.
No, they're not mine. Just playing with a pair of scissors behind you there, though.
Stop it, you. Anyway, end of the vlog. So next weekend, which is literally going to start in 5 minutes, we are going to be sending a kitten back to the shelter. No, of course we're not going to do that. We are going to Ross Noble, aren't we?
On Sunday,
So we will be getting out of the house for a bit. So that should be exciting. So we'll see you in that one.
You will?
Bye.